Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from Riva TV.
Dude.
What's up, dude?
I gotta give up.
Give up on what?
I have worked so hard, literally.
Really?
I'm turning 40 this year and everything is just hitting me right now. It's like, not where I wanted to be.
Riva TV.
Ooh, she has a new little intro.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. So I actually saw these videos in the wonderful world of TikTok per usual, and it just led me to a deeper conversation of there's so many women out there pushing this boss chick narrative, so many women out there telling you you don't need a man, you could do it all by yourself. And then we see the result of when women hit a certain age and stage in their life that they show you that that is actually not what you are meant to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and press play, pause, play, give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions on this entire situation.
I'm turning 40 this year and everything is just hitting me right now. It's like, not where I wanted to be. I haven't succeeded at anything. God, have I even tried? Like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to cope with anything. And
Like, what did you want to succeed in? Like, career or a family? Because if it's the family, you fail.
like, I don't know how to, I did this whole growing thing wrong. Like I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to be able to handle these things, and I can't handle anything. And I literally am just realizing, like, it's been 40 years of this, and like, it's 40 years of just being confused and not knowing and like figuring things out slower and like not like.
This is why I always say stumble forward and stay confused. You can be confused, just keep moving forward and learning.
I haven't built anything. I have nothing like to show for this time. I just don't know what I'm doing here, and I'm lost. I'm afraid, and I don't.
So before we get into the next person, okay, let's just talk about the first woman, right?
Let's go.
And I want to say this intentionally because a lot of people think that when there's conversations about the wall or there's conversations about danger zone or anything like that, that means that a person is literally invaluable when they hit a certain age, right? And so I want to bring some clarity to that portion of the conversation. Age is a gift, okay?
It is.
It is a privilege. It is
Time
a privilege. Let me just make that clear, state that claim, and sink it into the brains of the people who are listening. Age is a privilege. Okay? So I don't want anybody talking about, oh, you talking about these older women, and I'm not saying anything about age. Age is a gift.
I'm turning 40 this year, and everything is just hitting me right now.
When these conversations are being had to younger women, when the conversations are being had from my perspective about the wall, about the things that can happen, about the women who, in their younger age, when they had more options available to them, when they were picking, choosing, and refusing and talking about, oh, I'm going to wait for the man with the bag, or I'm going to give the guy the shot that, is the 1% of men because I definitely am so deserving of him. And these guys who are, working these regular jobs can't do it for me. The reason why these conversations are so essential is because of these things.
It's like, not where I wanted to be.
Okay? We are at a space now more than ever where if you decide that you want to be a wife, that you want to have children, that you want to submit to your husband, that you want to be a stay-at-home wife, that you are looked at as somebody who has not accomplished anything.
I haven't succeeded at anything. I haven't built anything. I have nothing like to show for this.
You're looked at as not enough. You're looked at as weak. You're looked at as soft, lame. I can go down the list of things that people will label you as. And there's a lot of, other women who are pushing this narrative of you need to be a boss chick. You need to have enough money to, fly around the country.
We have plenty of clips that say this. And and there's plenty of whatever podcast clips of young women telling other women, "Oh, why do you want to be a wife? Why do you want to be a mother? Blah blah blah." They really think it's slavery.
Need to not be working for anybody, and they're setting all of these expectations out there for all women. And so the priorities and the biological things that women, at a certain age and stage in life are wanting to accomplish, they put that to the side to chase material things or to chase the things that everybody else deems as, you got it. And then they still feel unfulfilled when they get to certain spaces.
God, have I even tried? Like, I don't even know anymore. I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to cope with anything. And
maybe when you're younger, you don't 100% have a plan, right? And, life is about trying to, figuring things out and setting the tone. Some people get it from early, from jump, from birth. They're like, listen, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to be. This is who I want to be. And they stick to it and that's it, right? But even if you don't have a 100%, a layout plan, if you are a younger woman and you know for a fact that you want to be married, you want to have a family unit, you want to be somebody's wife one day and have a home with somebody and build with somebody, that needs to be number one on your priority list while you are searching through all the other things.
I'm like, I don't know. I did this whole growing thing wrong. Like,
don't let nobody lie to you and talk about, oh, well, you need to just be out there. You need to focus on your career. A man will always come. That is not the truth. That's not.
I mean, men have been saying this, right? But women have been lying to each other for a long time, especially the older women. There's very few women like Riva that are going to tell women the truth.
The truth. I hear so many women talk about on a constant basis, oh, well, a man is the easiest thing to get. Yeah, a man. Now, is that going to be
Not
the right
the
man
man.
for you? Is that going to be a man that's going to take you serious? Is that going to be a man who's going to prioritize you? Is that man somebody who wants to be a husband and a father like you're wanting? Is that a man who wants to be in a monogamous relationship? Because a lot of these women, they really believe that the people who are in their DMs and, the likes on social media equates to real life options that they will have in the dating market. And that is not.
It's just so crazy that they believe that, right? Like, in my own mind, just because women want to go out with me or, whatever it is, doesn't make them like the person that's going to be the end all be all, the mother of my children.
Not realistic. It's not true.
Goes down in the DM.
it goes down in the... Like, I'm supposed to be an adult. I'm supposed to be able to handle these things, and I can't handle anything.
When I heard this woman saying that, she has a problem with problem solving, or she doesn't know how to problem solve, right? It immediately led me to the thought process of, when I have these conversations here, and sometimes I get a lot of backlash from women, okay?
I'm sure you do, Riva. I'm sure you do.
Oh, you're talking about men and this and that, and you don't, love women. Again, I think that people very much don't understand how important it is that you bring awareness and correction to the situation if you care about the outcomes of other people.
Correct.
And everything is just hitting me right now.
I think that a lot of...
It's just like someone typed that comment below on one of my comments, say, stop telling men to be good. It's not worth it to be. No, I'm going to keep telling men to be good because the opposite is bad. I don't want to tell men to be bad and do whatever the hell you want and just, care about only your happiness, because that's what women are doing, and look at where society is.
A lot of women let that go over their heads, hence why they have trouble in their marriages when their man comes up with any kind of discrepancy that he has against her. They'd rather not hear it, get defensive, fight back against him, other than listening and trying to take note of the situation and then have changed behavior. But it's so vital because a lot of times the reason why women they feel lost in the sauce is because there's always somebody coddling them.
I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to cope with anything. And
their parents are around them telling them, you deserve everything. You deserve everything in the world. The world is your oyster, and, everybody is going to bend for you just because you were born a woman. And then they use their emotions, sometimes they use emotional manipulation, which is crying and doing all these things, pretending like they're so weak and distraught over situations to get, sympathy or empathy from other people. And it's so it's something that is like a bondage to a lot of these women. Right? And again, because a lot of these women push away the people who do want to tell them stuff about themselves, the people who do say, hey, I see something that you're doing wrong, let me point it out to you. Because a lot of those people get pushed away to the wayside,
Yep.
it leaves these women in a yes bubble. And then when they look around, they realize, wait, when something doesn't go my way, I don't have emotional maturity.
I hate yes men. I hate people that just constantly yes, 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 you're greatest, you're whatever it is. I hate those people. I'm never that type of person where I see something, I almost always have to tell you. Why? Because I care. If I don't care, then I'll let you do whatever the hell stupid thing you're doing and never say anything and waste my breath. Right? Because I know that shit's going to happen anyways. But I say something because I care and I'm trying to correct the bad behavior or whatever it is.
Like figuring things out slower and like not like
when somebody tells me no, I don't know what to do with that. When somebody snaps at me or doesn't, like I said, when you're ruling with an iron fist, doesn't, bow to or move to whatever it is that you're saying, a lot of these women are not equipped with the tools. And one of the main reasons why is because, like I said before, the priorities that were necessary in younger age while you are growing into the woman that you were supposed to be are pushed to the side and made to feel like there's something that does not matter. But then when you get to a certain age and stage, you realize, oh, wait, those things did matter.
Yep.
Me being in an effective relationship did matter because it teaches me certain skills. Me having somebody be a mirror to myself was actually extremely vital in my own personal growth.
dude. I gotta give up.
She been crying a while. She all red.
I have worked so hard, literally. I went to school for 10 years for a higher education that doesn't do me any good. I've been working 2 jobs in restaurants for 2 years, 50 hours a week for nothing. Doesn't mean anything.
Again, the conversations have always been, wrapped around, don't worry about no man. You could figure that out later on. A man will always be there. You better go get you a PhD. You better go, start a business. You better go make all this money and worry about that stuff later. Have you ever thought that maybe men and women are wired differently? Let's just have the conversation. Have you ever thought that we are not meant to maneuver in the same way that a man is meant to maneuver? It's literally biologically proven.
True.
We're not meant to.
But, I mean, it doesn't cancel out the fact, Riva, that women want to be men. They want to be the 1% men. They'll be able to do whatever they want without any consequences, with the resources that they want. But that's not how life works. For even the 1% men, there's still only 1% of them. Most men are not living this life that women think all men are living. That's why they want to punish and have revenge against men.
Men can handle a certain level of hard labor, and it's going to take them a lot longer to get burnt out than it would take a woman.
True.
Who has different fluctuations, just like the moon. She's always in different spaces at a certain time. She's not always, one set flow. She's not.
I have worked so hard, literally. I went to school for 10 years for a higher education that doesn't do me any good.
And again, a lot of these women follow the narrative that they were told, that people told them, society told them, their friends told them, their homegirls told them. Everybody has pushed this thing on them. And then when they are breaking, those same people that were pushing them to the mark are not there to pick up the pieces for them. They're not there. Oh, girl, I'm sorry. Oh, this is so tough. I can't believe you're going through this. But y'all was the one going so steadfast. Y'all the one still to this day talking about how women don't need a man.
Mm-hmm.
It's better to be by yourself than go 50-50 with anybody.
In fact, I'm getting evicted next week after my son almost in the end of March with diabetes. And now he has type 1 diabetes. And dealing with that. And then my grandma had a stroke 10 days after that. And now I'm behind.
As much as these situations suck, I have no sympathy. Like, you see me, my face is almost stone cold when I'm watching this right now. Like, these were your choices. You made these choices. You became a single mother. The grandma having a stroke thing, that one was beyond your control. But as all of these things pile on, you should be able to at least sift throughout a lot of these problems. I mean, I can't say much because I was probably in the corner a little bit when my mother passed, but I wasn't crying online, weeping to everyone, saying I'm lost. No, I just had to figure it out. I had to figure it out. I had to just go to the funeral home, do all those things, contact whatever to get the death certificates and, contact all of the banks and everything. And all of these things you just had to figure out and just do it. You couldn't just let yourself be overwhelmed and then expect someone to solve it for you, because no one is.
On my $2,500 a month rent that I can't work enough to catch up. The apartments that I live at, the landlords won't accept my rental assistance. I've waited 2 months to get, and they don't accept that kind of payment. So they'd rather see a single mom with 2 kids be on the streets.
They don't care about your single momness or whatever. Business is business. Most places, most companies are business is business.
This world is unbelievable.
Again, what's the narrative push? You don't need him. You could do bad by yourself. You could raise them kids by yourself, girl. You don't need nobody. You got it.
Congratulations. You played
You
yourself.
can handle it. You're strong. Women are built for this. It's better you figure it out by yourself than you gotta, tend
Work
to
with a
somebody
man.
else's son. Like, that's all the narrative on a consistent basis that's pushed. You guys have seen it here in multiple conversations. The forefront of those conversations is other women. Don't get married. Don't prioritize, a relationship with a man. Don't try to, be there for somebody and build with somebody. Don't be with a man if he's working a job and he's helping you pay the bills. If he can't pay all the bills, then you might as well pay all the bills by yourself. Like, you've heard these conversations on a consistent basis. I'm putting these conversations out there for women to see the other side of that coin.
I'm done with it. I called for legal counsel assistance to get some legal assistance, and I make too much money for that. I make too much money. $1,200 a week is just mind-blowing money, It's just too much when I can barely make it on that. I'm fed up. I'm done.
But you're strong and independent. Don't need no man.
I'm done. There's no hope for people like me in this fucking place, man.
Kinda. There isn't. Just because your mentality and everything that you screwed up isn't gonna get you forward in any way.
I feel for her. I really do.
Nah.
I do. And, there's a lot of people who go through these situations.
All right, I feel a little bit. I still have some compassion in this cold, dead heart.
And not to deflect from what she's going through or, turn away from it. But there's a lot of men who go through these things, and let's think about it the other way around, right? Like, there's men who are in situations, in relationships, the women start acting a fool, whatever their situation, they break up. He don't see his kids are getting manipulated against him, and in a lot of different spaces, he doesn't have the ability to reach out for many different resources in general.
True.
Right? Because a lot of the resources are catering to women and children.
100%.
And, you know, a lot of these men don't have the ability to cry out, to unleash or unload all of their emotional pain on anybody else.
True.
Because everybody's like, you a man, you're supposed to deal with it. Figure it out.
The apartments that I live at, the landlords won't accept my rental assistance. I've waited 2 months to get, and they don't accept that kind of payment. So
Like, she sounds so unhinged. And looks so
they'd rather
unhinged.
see a single mom with 2 kids be on the streets.
And women who have the privilege of going from a home to going into a relationship with a man who is there to now replace the parental guide that you have and lead you and guide you. Women are telling other women to walk away from that and carry the torch and the burden themselves. These women are showing you. Okay? They are clearly showing you. Not that some can't do it, or some can't push through it, or some can't figure it out, but they are showing you how tough it is.
I have worked so hard, literally.
The reality of the situation. These are not women who are social media influencers, who are reality TV stars, who are making a certain amount of money and pushing that imagery to you to make it seem like you could do bad all by yourself too, just like them. They have a team. Okay? They got nannies. They have, built-in help. They have people that's cooking. They have all kinds of resources that you might not have. These are real people.
Riva is one, like, this is probably the biggest thing right here, right? That Riva's talking about, that everybody sees all of these influencers, all these people that are well off, doing well and easy by themselves. Yeah, because they have a lot of money. Money does solve and fix a lot of things, but most of us are just average people. We don't have millions of dollars to be able to just hire nannies like that.
Saying the journey as a woman is tough on your own. This woman alone, she has a sick child. Like,
I think the journey is tough alone for anyone, for a man or a woman. All right, it's nice to battle the world with someone else be by your side. I think for both people,
it's a lot going on. And they're like, you got it, girl. Yeah, you're a baddie. You're a boss, babe. Mental health struggling. On the brink, having a mental breakdown. So much so, she made a video on social media and posted it, just like the other lady. The emotional overwhelm.
It's 40 years of just being confused and not knowing.
It's crazy. Again, I think that this is an important side of the conversation that a lot of people like to, go against. I talk about it with the Tia Mowry video. She paints this picture, or has painted the picture that, the grass is completely greener on the other side, and she's been the spokesperson of divorce for a lot of other women. But a lot of women are going out there and don't really know how rough it is outside of that situation.
I do have a feeling and a sense of freedom following my divorce. I'm all about inspiring and encouraging. And I mean, the DMs that I've gotten from so many women that are going through the same thing and just saying how they admire my courage and my strength.
I'm not saying you should stay in situations that are harmful to you, that are hurtful to you, or that are toxic for you. I'm not saying that. But a lot of women look and see other women living a certain lifestyle that are single and are not in a relationship, and the lifestyle appears to be better than theirs, and they go out there and realize that's not the truth. And then they can't undo what they did.
No, it's that misery loves company. Riva's right. All of these older women that, fucked up, messed up their lives by divorcing, and now they're struggling and everything. They want other women to feel the same way. They don't want to be the only one that is messed up in their lives. They want other people to be in the same boat because they don't want to be lonely. Lonely in their misery. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. I'll catch you guys